What's up, guys? Dan back here with another craft beer review. Let's get after it tonight. Nighttime edition. It's a nice night out here. Anyways, love Northern Michigan. What do we have today, guys? Looking at Ellison, one of my favorites. Been waiting a long time for this one. I've been going to bars trying to find it. There was a release at Seven Monks in Traverse City, and I did go, and they did not have it on tap yet, so I did not get a chance to try it. But my fiance did go to a big distribution center for beer, Bevco, and she did come back with this beauty right here in a 4-pack. I love Ellison. They're probably my second favorite brewery in Michigan in general. Old Nation is just like the creme de la creme for hazy beers, and I think Ellison does a hell of a job themselves. So I get pumped up when I see Ellison beers, guys. I always get pumped up. So what are we working with today? We got Ellison Citra Evolution Double Dry Hopped IPA. I feel like anything that has DDH in it, instant high scores on Untapped, just because I love double dry hop. They throw the extra hops in there, and they really add a bunch of flavor with this. And I feel like a lot of breweries are doing this nowadays. Not that it hasn't been done for a long time, but these hazy beers, people love this double dry hop stuff. So we got a 16-ounce can, 6.75% by volume. And yeah, again, this is out of Ellison Brewery and Spirits in East Lansing, Michigan. Say no more, let's go after it. Let's get a little tapper here. Nice hiss, a little steam coming out. Off the bat, I see a bunch of head coming up through the top of the can, which I feel like Ellison actually always has like huge heads on their beers. I know Relativity had that. Dawn Street has a big head. So it must just be the method they have, and a lot of carbonation and frothiness going on in all their beers, especially IPAs. Wow. Tons of citrus. I mean, right in the name, Citra Evolution. Citra hops. I'm getting a ton of Citra hops from what I know about Citra hops. That's all Citra hop right there. And just a ton of hop presence in general. Pithiness. Ton of pithiness in this too. It's like a rind and pith just rubbing against my nose. Smells good though. Smells very good. Let's give it a pour. So what we got is kind of that light OJ looking haze to it again. You know, nice bubbles floating to the top. Good carbonation. Like I said, they always have good carbonation in their beers. The head's pretty much dissipating, going away. I didn't pour the whole thing. Maybe I'll just give it another extra pour there. I'm not going to pour the whole thing in there. I'm just going to give it a couple swigs and smell this bad boy. Let's go for aroma here. Yeah, Citra hop all day long, and that's right in the name. We're not shocked here, but it smells really juicy, like super juicy actually. Not like an Old Nation juicy where they like just hop the shit out of their beers and you can smell it right when you pop the top and just aromas blasting up in your face. But I feel like Old Nation and like Treehouse and stuff is known for that stuff, and this isn't too far off, honestly. Yeah, I'm just getting a lot of citrus, a little pithiness. I'm not smelling any alcohol presence. Just a lot of juiciness in here, really, and that's what I'm getting out of this, guys. A lot of juiciness. So let's just get a quick swig here. Yeah. A lot of juiciness in here. I mean, it's funny to say that, but I don't know. I hear people say it's like bubblegummy and juicy, and that's kind of what I'm getting out of this one. And it really has that citrusy aroma and flavor to complement kind of the small bitterness that falls in the back end of the palate. And there is a little bitterness in there for sure. It's like the perfect balance for me, though. I don't like an overly sweet dry hopped IPA and stuff, and when that sweetness and like lactose is in there and stuff, it just overdoes it for me. Sometimes it's just too much on the palate. But this is pretty solid beer. there's a lot of like tropical notes in there, and that I wasn't picking up on, but there's a lot of tropical in there too. Tropical fruit. Not a ton of stone fruit or anything. I'm not getting too much of that, although I kind of expected it. Yeah, but more just that citrus. Like there's definitely like a pithy grapefruitiness in there, and maybe a little pineapple in there or something like that. Or I wouldn't go so far to say like apricots, mangoes, peaches, but there's definitely a nice citrusy, like orange finish to it, and bitterness to it, and pithiness. Incredible mouthfeel, so fluffy, like almost a pillowy foam that just sits on your mouth and then just bam, gone, just like that. But overall, this beer is really tasty, guys. I do like it quite a bit. I'd probably give it a 4.05 out of 5 if I had to give it a rating on Untappd. Really solid, and I'm not shocked because Ellison's awesome. They're always awesome, and again, they're probably my top 3 favorite breweries in Michigan. I've never been disappointed by them. Excuse me, guys. So, yeah, if you find this, go ahead and get it because it's pretty awesome, guys. It's really delicious, actually. Only complaint here is that we have no dating system going on with Ellison. I know that at our store they come in 4-packs, and they do tag them over the top of the plastic holder, and they do put a date on it, but when you're deep in this game, you got to have that bottom kind of just inked up down there. I mean, everybody's preaching drink fresh on all these New England style IPAs, and how the hell can we drink fresh if we don't know when the hell it was dated? I mean, it's kind of silly nowadays. I know all the other beer reviewers and critics out there get pissed when they don't see those dates on there, and truly,